All right, folks, Brett Big Schwag Wagner. We're here in Eastern Kentucky, the hills of Allen, Kentucky to be exact, at PSI Speed Inc, the new and improved shop to meet Frank Soldridge, drag racer, tuner. He does a lot. Let's see what drives him. Gentlemen, the man, Frank Soldridge. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
What do you got going on there?
Well, I brought you out a rag. There's one thing you can't hide is all this heat in Kentucky.
Oh, folks, that is sure. Now we're at your new shop here.
Absolutely.
You mind giving us a tour?
No problem. Come on in.
Welcome to PSI Speed Inc, Kentucky.
All right, so your power plant that goes in your Mustang is a 648 Chevy Big Block. Where we're showing you Frank's 2004 Cobra, and you're probably going, wow, there's no motor, there's some pieces that are kind of chopped apart, and I know we have some pictures of the motor over there. The guys are working on in the back, and we're working on the nose over here, and so what exactly is going on?
Well, last time out, unfortunately, we were racing at a track that was pretty short considering the speeds that we run. This car goes 200 mile an hour and 660 feet. So it's an 1/8 mile car.
That's fast.
On a radial tire. Car's been 203 so far.
That's 1/8 mile, folks. That's not quarter mile.
Yeah.
That
We're at a short track. Unfortunately, the parachutes didn't deploy when I requested them to.
Yeah.
We made a trip into the sand pit, unfortunately. Damage was kind of minimal. A little bit of damage at the front end. A couple bent bars here in a new fuel tank, and a lot of cleanup.
Yeah, a lot of cleanup. So you got to tear the motor down, get it all clean, get the sand out of it, because those giant twin turbos are going to twin vacuums are going to suck in that sand. Yes, am I right? Look at that. I'm a genius when it comes to this stuff. But you have to now. It's let's just say, how many more days do you have to have this car together? Because you got a big race coming up. You have to be on the road and
We have to be on the road next Wednesday morning. This is Friday, so 1 week from today, this car will be in qualifying at Yellow Bolt Nationals, which is 600 miles away.
What? How is that possible? That you're going to put this thing all together in just under 5 days?
With a very good team.
You drive a Mustang, and you have a Chevy motor in it.
Yes, and I actually have a lot of haters for it, but it is.
But you hear that a lot, though.
Yes,
you hear that a lot. You can go to a track, folks. What do you got in your Ford? Chevy. Yep. What do you got in your, it happens all the time. So a question that everybody wants to know is how much horsepower? So what is this making about, let's say, 2,000 horsepower?
Well, it in fact does make 2,000 horsepower on that side of the motor. It makes about 500 horsepower per hole. So it's roughly a 4,000 horsepower motor plus.
4,000 horsepower.
You figure it is a 3,100 pound car that you can propel that car from 0 to 200 plus in 600 feet.
That is fast. That's why you can't be like, you gotta be, in shape like Mr. GQ here. Okay, Frank, so we're coming down to the brass tacks here. Besides drag racing, this is how you make a pretty good living. Getting better performance out of the cars for yourself and for your clients.
Absolutely. It's all about computer tuning. Bring a car in, typical car like this, that has a standalone computer system in it, so I can go in and write the tune.
Frank could have tuned someone's car. They could be in California, he could be here in Kentucky.
Yes.
He could get on his computer, as long as they have a computer as well.
Yeah, as long as they're connected to a laptop and they're in a Wi-Fi connection, we use TeamViewer, which is a remote desktop.
He can tune their car from 3,000 miles away. But right now we got this nice Mustang.
Which is 3 feet away.
Which is 3 feet away.
So I'm just going to put the one on for my car, just so we can make a pull.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll go get it then. So Rob.
Yes.
You are strapping down this beastly Mustang GT for the dyno machine.
Yes.
Why are you strapping it down?
We're going to make some power with it.
A lot of power.
A lot of power.
If the straps needed because of all that power? Because what if a couple straps broke?
That would be bad.
This is where horsepower is made. Just listen to that beast roar.
741 horse.
Yep.
Okay, wow,
And
that's...
climbing.
And climbing.
And climbing.
But normally, 741 horse. I mean, I used to drive a Honda Element, for God's sakes. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, 4 digits would mean over 1,000 horse, right?
Yeah, we want 4 digits.
All right, that's still pretty fast. All right, we'll give it one more shot, folks, to get over 1,000.
All right, that was about 7,400 RPM, about 10, 12 pounds of boost. That was no boost controller. Basically what we're gonna do is, air fuel looks good, a little on the rich side. What we'll do is we're gonna lean this thing out a little bit and we're gonna add about 20 pounds of boost to it. Make things get real happy real quick. Looking for that 4-digit number if we're gonna be taking on Mr. Schwag over there tomorrow in our little grudge run. That was 941 horsepower.
So from
765 torque. So basically, we picked up 200 horsepower with. It only didn't make what I wanted. It only made about 18 pounds of boost. So.
listen, they went from what, 781 to
Went 741.
7
Actually, seven something.
7 something to what? To 9 something?
941. I'm looking for 4 digits.
Huh? What was that?
1103.
Woo! As Ric Flair would say, woo! 1103. Wow, with the trunk up. I thought the trunk needed to be down. I was panicking.
We're good.
Wow. So we started off in the 700s with you doing some tweaking, checking stuff out, which you do best. We got in 1103. Wow. So now I'm a little nervous about this grudge match tomorrow.
Hey, you can't. All that power does you no good if you can't put it to the ground.
Yeah, but you're a professional drag racer. I'm in my infancy.
You're gonna be driving a proven car. That's a proven car.
All right, folks, stick with us. We're going to take it to the track tomorrow, Pikeville.
Me and Pikeville. Me
Pikeville.
and the Schwag, head to head, toe to toe.
All right, buddy. 290 pounds versus 230?
190-ish.
Yeah, okay.
I got the weight break.
This is the man. You got to get your stuff down here. Come on down to PSI Speed Inc. Allen, Kentucky. He's going to make my Honda Element go really fast. Can you do that, or is that a no-go?
Hey, we can do anything you want.
All right. A lot of
So
drag racers
luckily-
out here in Eastern Kentucky. though.
Oh, it's getting hot and heavy with all
Yeah.
the
Now
airport.
that you gotta-
And we got the cities. We got.
And now that you have a legitimate speed shop, I mean, I would
yeah.
imagine these guys that
I mean-
already are kind of fast.
Yeah.
And they're well known out in Eastern Kentucky. They're going to come here now so they can go faster.
I know it. They love the fact there's people here, 15, 20 people every night. They just want to stop. They want to watch. They just love. I mean, Frank, I don't want to brag just because he's my boyfriend, but you know he does have a lot of knowledge, a lot of talent. He's
He
a
does.
very talented man.
Now I need you to help me out.
What?
So he challenged me to
Oh,
race
God,
tomorrow.
What?
So he said I get to, I'm going to race your car, Casper, which for some reason I'm always
He
frightened.
told you that you could race.
Well, I'm asking you
Casper?
right now. Am I on my
Or
arm?
you know I give you anything.
Okay, so I'm going to race your car, Casper.
Okay.
1,000
Well,
horsepower.
thanks for letting me know.
Thank you.
All right.
1,000 horsepower Camaro.
Yes.
He's going to get in some Mustang that we just actually dynoed and went 1,100
I seen
horsepower.
that.
So
I seen that. We're running close
you
here.
might have to give me some tips.
Well, only thing I know is just hold it to the ground.
Hold the foot,
Yeah.
the fat foot to the pedal,
5 foot.
and then push it down, and just hold on.
Yep.
You heard it right there, folks. Amanda May, co-owner, PSI Speed Inc., Allen, Kentucky, making cars go faster. We'll see you at the track tomorrow. So, how did you get into drag racing? A kid from Pennsylvania.
Believe it or not, my mother.
Ma.
It was definitely instilled in me from the beginning.
So when did you, let's just talk about that. So you were drag racing, but when did the passion as far as like shop-wise come? Because I mean, you've had a shop for a little bit.
Since 2005.
Okay. So how did that come about?
Well, it started out as a hobby, and you know, it progressed. I bought my dyno over there. It was just for private use because I was heavily into cars. I built a shop next to my parents' house, which was a 40 by 60 pole building. One of my good friends, he's a good childhood friend. He was into cars. Ironically, he was into Mustangs, and just watching him over there working on a car, and all they do is just want to go out and spin the tires. I tell you what, the front of our parents' house, whew, they didn't need to tar and chip the front of that road. Oh, there was nothing but marks everywhere. You know, for a quarter mile, just burnout marks everywhere, and I think that just got me hooked.
All right, folks, here she is, Casper, the friendly ghost. 1,000 horsepower Camaro ZL1. Now, I race top dragster up in Canada. I've been 178 miles an hour, 763 in the quarter mile, but for some reason, Casper frightens me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just up in my mind, if my heart's, you know, acting funny about it. I've done plenty of horror movies under makeup. Why would I be afraid of a Camaro called Casper?
Now you ain't gonna shake, are you?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Maybe not. Go ahead.
Race day. Let's see how the Big Schwag handles his mean 300-foot dragway. For all you gearheads that don't know, this dragway is located in Pikeville, Kentucky, and the finish line is jail. Better have your license and registration ready, because insurance, that's not gonna matter here.
We ready to have some fun today?
All right, folks, it's going down today. Frank Soldridge, Mr. GQ, professional drag racer, professional tuner, shop owner in Eastern Kentucky, versus me, the Big Schwag, semi-good-looking talk show host who races part-time. I don't know, what do you think my chances are?
You might have a chance.
Might?
You might.
Well, you heard it right
You
there.
can hope that he spins out a lot more than you did.
Okay. Hey, sometimes spinning is winning.
It doesn't matter as long as whoever crosses the line first.
Here's the moment of truth, folks. Look at that form. Look at that focus. The Big Schwag is about to put the hammer down.
Almost! But that's the way it should be when you're racing a professional. But we were close. Close.
Does Frank's hair ever mess up in a helmet? Of course not. Mr. GQ.
It was a good race.
It was a good race.
I was maybe a car. I don't know how far it was, but
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
It's called a gap.
It's called a gap.
Called the gap. That's right.
All right, but that's how you do it, man. We had a good time down here. I want to give the city of Pikeville and the
Absolutely.
tourism board
Absolutely.
a big shout out for letting us come down and use the track. And special thanks to PSI Speed Inc. and Frank Soldridge right here. Folks, if you're in Eastern Kentucky, come on down and say hello. People come by the shop, right?
I can come by the shop.
Come see what he does. Come see what they do down there. They got a great crew down there. And we love Eastern Kentucky. And ladies and gentlemen, this man definitely has a passion for what he does. We found out what drives Frank Soldridge to do what he does. So I'm Brett Wagner, the Big Schwag, for all the folks at Driven. What drives you? I'll see you next time. I think it's like